What a wonderful bill it is. At the same time, see all these things which may pollute further also. Control has to be. Read the bill today. When it was introduced by the Honorable Minister in the House, as rightly pointed out Mr. Mahtabji, Honorable Member, it should have been given to us earlier. Had it been given to us earlier, we could have gone through it and could have given elaborate suggestions on that. But still, heartily I welcome the bill. The bill I welcome because the anti-fouling system, as he has rightly pointed out, even the Saugat Raiji, for him I would like to tell him that I am from Mumbai, and Mumbai has got a port, the oldest, one of the finest port the country has had is the Mumbai port. And in Mumbai port, luckily my father was working in the port trust, so I was knowing it in details, how the vessels used to come to the port, what was the draft, how was the deepness over there, the port, how they are polluting it. But the anchor which they apply the fouling system and the colors which they apply, the coating is creating a pollution in the water. And there to prevent that, you have brought this, and this control of harmful anti-fouling system of ships. You have brought this bill, and I welcome this bill. But while doing so many suggestions are being given, so many honorable members. But I would like to point out one or two points, because many of the points have already been discussed in the House. The bill which has been brought, it is being confined to our shipping, I mean the coastal area, where the India controls. And the ships of the international ships, whether it is applicable or not, I got few doubts about it. One is that you have said it in the 356W, as you have said it just now, that the Secretary General, Director General will have the right to appoint a surveyor. But what he is going to do, he is going to ask for a brief sampling of the anti-fouling system. And that sampling will be given to them. During that sampling, he has to check out what is the sample consist of. What are the ingredients of the sample? If the sample is having a pollution in it, it is a harmful contents are there than the sample. In that case, it will require some time. And there you have said that the time required to process the results of such sampling shall not be used as a basis of preventing the movement and departure of the ship. Now there is a danger. If we do not stop it there itself, the ship will move. Again, you have said it in the earlier next clauses that you are going to take a help of the Navy, Coastal Guard, so that the ship will not move. But again, the problem lies that the ship may move before you inform the Naval Code, Navy or the Coastal Guard. What precautions are we going to take? And again, contradictions are there. Contradictions is like this: the Director General is having a right to detain once he gets the report, the Director General or any officer authorized by him on his behalf may detain the ship until the causes of such contravention are removed to the satisfaction of the Director General or the officer authorized by him. Now these two provisions are contradicting each other. On one side we say we will not stop him. On the other side we say we will detain it. Now the time period between this, how the minister, I would like to know from the minister how we are going to clarify this problem. Then the second one is regarding the rules. Now again, we are saying the central government may, having regard to the provisions of the convention, make rules to carry out the provisions of this part. 356Y. In D, we say that the procedure and the fees which may be levied for issuance of anti-fouling system certificate for foreign ships in India and Indian ships in foreign countries under section 356 will be done by the government. Now how much time will be taken by the government or the committee to decide the procedures? Now that procedures are to be finalized earlier. If we delay finalizing the procedures, again the implementing part of the act will be delayed. Therefore, I request you to kindly clarify this with this provision, or how we are going to control that if the procedures have now been finalized earlier. Now, as far as the second act is concerned, there the Labour Act. Here the classification of seafarer, maritime labour standards and prescription of minimum manning scale further to amend the Merchant Shipping Act 1958. Again, what he says, the recruitment is done in Mumbai. But don't be under impression, Mr. Satpathy has said it, don't be under impression. We too face a hell of a problems over there. The children who are getting recruited, you won't believe.
Why not?
Even the Bombay boys are, not Mumbai boys. Mumbai boys are not getting
Please
recruited. You won't
address
believe.
it, please address
You kindly check up the recruitees, you won't find. You won't find
address
that.
it, don't-
They too have a serious problem. As it is you have taken the labor part of it. Therefore, I would like to suggest you, sir. I will request the minister through you, sir. Kindly keep a watch how they are recruiting it. What is the harassment they go through once they get before recruitment, even after getting the recruitment. As he has said it, they work for 6 months, they get 6 months, 6 holidays, they get salaries, packages. Again, every agreement is to be tackled by whom? The sheep, captain of the sheep. You are saying that the master of the sheep or any person having charge of the ship shall maintain such standards. What are the standards? Regarding the standards you are given, what are the facilities are to be given? The terms and agreements with the crew shall be determined after consultation with such organizations in India as the central government may by order notify to the most representative of the employees of seamen and of seamen. There is no recognized forum over there. Number of recognized forums are there. They confront each with each other. Then that conflict goes to the other side of them, and then naturally the person who wants to get it recruited is being deprived of his legitimate right to get the job. And therefore I will request him, Honorable Minister, to look into this matter also seriously. When the boys go on the ship, the protection, their food, their facilities, even if the seafare, small seafares where the fishermen are going, they are polluting the water. As the Lekhi madam has said it, so much things are being thrown into the sea. Effluent, without treatment of the effluents, they are coming to sea. The sewage is coming to sea. The garbage is coming to sea. So just for the anchor we are bringing this bill. There are a number of things which are polluting the sea. And in addition to that, it needs a silting. I do not know what is the status of the Kolkata port now. But after Mumbai's content, we need a silting. We have requested you by the letter. The dredging has to be done, sir. Please do that. At the top level, give a priority for the dredging. Silting of the Mumbai port is done, then the draft will increase. Naturally, the bigger vessels will come. Those were the days when the vessels were small one. They used to come to the port because the draft was low and the vessels were small. This bill is for the vessels which are having more than 5,000 tons. And these vessels are now ported deep into the sea. Who has got the system to watch all those things? And then, while doing so, I again welcome this. What a wonderful bill it is. It is protecting the labor. It's trying to best to protect the labor. You're trying to your best not to pollute the sea water, but at the same time see all these things which may pollute further also. Control has to be done. And once again I welcome the bill from